in the paint. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. Jordan is out there with Griffin. And it's Durant. And it's Irving at the shooting guard position. In these teams, both among the league's better defenses, Brent, with advanced stats and tracking, do you think it's getting easier to measure and quantify what goes into great defenses?
I think there's technology, Kevin, that still needs to come along in order for some of the analytics guys to really truly assess positional defenders and where some of their arms and legs are. That will really help them define how these defenses are impacting some of the offenses and the way they play.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Huge shot by Holiday there. He was aware that the shot clock was about to expire, but he finds a way to get a great shot off.
Holiday against Harden. To the paint. Here's KD. And it's sent back by Lopez. For the three. Jordan with the rebound. Here's Irving, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Love the aggressive play right there from Kyrie when he gets into the paint. Determined to score, but for sure get contact.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. We've played just over a minute here in the first. That one's not going to go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's KD. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Holiday. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. There's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Harden scanning the floor. The 17-footer. Kept alive.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
That's good from Holiday on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
That's a show of strength from Holiday. Certainly looks like he got hit as well, but he possesses the focus necessary to sink the shot.
It's Harden with the drive. That shot off.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. The three for DiVincenzo. And it's Durant with the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Irving. Drops in the layup for two.
More and more, Kyrie Irving is showing off how much body control he has, especially when he drives into the interior of the D.
And here is DiVincenzo. From outside the arc. The rebound by Harden. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Outside Durant. Over Lopez. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. KD's got his second basket.
Well, Kevin Durant over the past couple seasons has been in the top 5 as the best mid-range shooters in the league.
Outside Holiday. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden leading the fast break. And Harden with the stuff.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
The feed now to Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Durant wide open, he fires. Misses off the left iron. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Back to DiVincenzo. His His three-pointer's off the mark.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Here's Holiday. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Griffin. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Irving with the ball. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. Irving's got 7 points.
Yeah, that's one of the more dangerous shots. The form, the quick release, everything for Kyrie in sync.
And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And earlier we checked in with you.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Brooklyn now, on out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Green. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. It's stolen by Green. Here's Shamet. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Outside Teague. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Shamet, the pass to Griffin. And he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
And this is why you keep your ticket stub, Blake Griffin, on the jam.
Teague up top. He's covered by Shamet. Here's Tucker. Banked in off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Now, here's Shamet. Teague covering. Shamet kicks to Griffin. Shoots over Portis. Griffin can't get it to go in.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Yep, it counts. Connaughton's got 6 in the quarter. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Shamet, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Nets making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Teague.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Claxton. Great D that time from Portis. For Milwaukee, they've gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Bucks trail by 5. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Holiday. Shoots over Shannon. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Here's Connaughton. He's got 6. And Portis throws it down.
That's what's good. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The Bucks shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Just 4 seconds left to play here in the half. Irving way outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Nets lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. Their lead at one point was up to 7. And that should do it with the second half about to be.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Here's Durant. Holiday with the block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
And the rejection by Giannis. Good. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. Giannis right side. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Passes it to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Back to Harden. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
And Antetokounmpo inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Brooklyn leading by 5. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Durant against Middleton. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, that's where they look to him most. DeAndre Jordan with arms that go on for days. Just toss that ball anywhere, and he knows what to do with it.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Now the pass to Middleton. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Focus from Chris Middleton like he'd been there before. I don't know if he saw the defense. The results were good.
Harden outside. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Middleton against KD. Count it. KD's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Is KD stronger than we think? Probably. Muscling in there.
Holiday looking for an opening. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. He has 6.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Harden outside. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one good for 2. Giannis has got 6.
Well, Giannis scores inside. One of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint. And a strong feel for the attack that time.
Irving attacking. Yes, that goes in. And the Nets lead by 5.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. The 3. No good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Durant, the pass to Irving. Back to KD. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. From the stripe. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Giannis trying to get open as Lopez. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. "12 seconds left in the third quarter. Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Jordan. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Teague can't hit.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jeff Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Connaughton's checked in. Brown outside. Shamet the pass to Harris. Back to Shamet. Griffin trying to get open, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Connaughton. Good on the shot.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Brown outside. Griffin kicks to Shamet. Back to Griffin. No good on the triple.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now, here's Shamet. He's guarded closely. And he banks in the layup. And the Nets lead by 6.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And the shot is good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now, here's Shamet. Teague covering. Now, here's Shamet. They kick it out to Green. Brown outside. Here's Griffin. And he converts the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now Teague. And he lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And now we've got the intentional foul. Irving's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Landry Shamet. And here's Harden. Harden draws the double. And the wide-open shot from Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Green's got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn. Holiday with it. .141 left in the fourth.
That play happens because of the solid pass from Holiday.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Oh, Griffin in position. That shot missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Harden outside. 55 seconds left to play here in the fourth. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is why Blake Griffin appears on your highlight reel on a nightly basis. Loves rising up for the alley-oop.
Connaughton passes to Lopez. Basket good.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. 6-point lead. Here is Harden. On the wing, Harris.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Irving dishes to Green. Irving passes to Griffin. Lopez with the steal. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 4. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Well, it's going to take a miracle for them here, or actually a miracle three-pointer and a foul. This one's over.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And we've got
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So the Nets starting five. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the center. Now, here's Nurkic following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. McCollum finds Anthony. Nurkic. It's good on the putback.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now, here is Harden. Outside, KD. And he commits the intentional foul. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
How do you stop Durant on the drive? I mean, this guy is mobile, he's long, and he's got tremendous ball skills.
Now here's Lillard. Inside, McCollum, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Irving against Lillard. No good there with the step-back J. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Jordan finds Griffin. Over Anthony. The shot's good from Griffin.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Nurkic trying to get open. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Harden kicks to KD. Lets it fly from 18. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Durant's got his second bucket of the game to go. Lillard looking around. The dish to McCollum. Six on the shot clock. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
McCollum against Harden. Outside Durant. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Right side, Irving. They shoot again. And KD with the lay-in. KD's got 6. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Back to McCollum. There's the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 5.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Harden. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Irving. Griffin trying to get open, and that one's good, Irving.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Lillard outside. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Harden against McCollum. Here's Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
For Portland, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Stolen by Harden. Goes up. And slam dunk by Jordan.
You have to reward the big fella when he runs like this. DeAndre Jordan able to leak out and finish in transition.
Lillard outside. Poked loose. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Nets. They lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Brown. Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Powell. After the basket by Brooklyn. 6 to shoot. At 3 off the mark.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Shamet. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, Shamet kicks to Brown. Here's Harris. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harris has got his second basket of the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Simons. He's covered by Shamet. Powell with it. Tries again. It's hauled in by Claxton.
the defense there got away with a major lapse.
Green. Basket counts. And it's a 7-point Nets lead. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Irving, good.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it. And I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
Now here's Lillard. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Irving looking over the floor. Baseline J on the way. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Lillard. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Derek Jones comes in for Anthony Simons. The shot by Powell, no good. Nets leading by 5. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And McCollum subbed in for Powell.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Lillard outside. Over Harden. Lillard finds Nurkic. 2 free throws come. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard with no one around. Portland again missing. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 14-6 run. Pops it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Second chance effort. Nurkic can't hit. Jones against Durant. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Nets as they wrap up the second quarter with a huge surge.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 8 points and 1 assist. And that should do.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
Lillard outside. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 7.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
KD dishes to Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Back to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Harden against McCollum. Harden outside. Oh, Griffin in position.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Durant finds Harden. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Lillard. And again, it's Portland converting.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
McCollum against Harden. Count that one. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Stolen by Harden. Jumps up. Throws it down as the official call. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
Oh, my goodness!
That is breathtaking.
Wow. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Here's Covington. Makes it off the glass. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Here's Powell. Hollis Jefferson. It's good on the putback.
One of the things you love about Hollis Jefferson is his activity. I mean, he impacts the game really without having plays called for him.
Now here's Harden. He's got 6. And Harden with the stuff.
Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And Portland making a change here. Jones is checked in. Landry Shamet's checked in for Brooklyn. There's 48 seconds left in the third.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Shamet with it. Can't recover. And it's Shamet missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Oh, Covington in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And check out how high Covington gets for these alley-oops. My goodness. Taking off like he's been launched by a rocket booster.
17 seconds left to play in the third. And here is Shamet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And that one, good.
Oh, sweet move there, taking the defender off the dribble and then just cruising in for the layup.
Here's Simons offline. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Nets getting the fourth quarter going. Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. They kick it out to Green. Launches a 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Cantor's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Trailblazers. Irving against Lillard. Irving drives in. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Lillard. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Norman Powell. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Bruce Brown. KD, that's for 2. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Nets?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And Portland making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Green. And it's Harden in for Joe Harris. Now Harden. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Down low, it's tipped. Here's Jordan. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Offense in the paint is what his coaching staff is looking for from Jordan.
Lillard from outside. McCollum finds Lillard. Here's Anthony over Harden. Anthony's shot is off.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Outside Griffin. And Harden wide open. He shoots. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pump.
And the basket by Lillard.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Harden against McCollum. Outside Griffin. Lobs it up for Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Lillard way outside. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Griffin stays with it. And the Nets lead by 18.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Here's Lillard. The 19-footer is on the money. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And a wide open look for Irving. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeAndre Jordan.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here's KD for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Luwawu, covered by Hollis Jefferson. Johnson attacking. It's good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap... backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. For 3, Middleton. The shot, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to Covington. Powell, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. Holiday against Lillard. The shot by Holiday, no good. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And again, the Bucks miss. Taken away by Holiday. Oh, Middleton in position. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. The pass to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Middleton. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. And it's Chris Middleton with the 3.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard outside. Passes it to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Great open look there.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
And here is Lopez. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. From outside, off the mark.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Covington. The rebound by the Bucks. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And staying with the play, Anthony.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
1:33 left in the first. Jones against Middleton. And that one is off. Good D by Jones.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Bucks trail by 3. Connaughton passes to Tucker. Goes back up. Anthony with the block.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
Here's Connaughton. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Lillard again missing.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Lillard scanning the floor. The shot from 20 feet away. And that one hits back iron.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
They're running. And there's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides, and the score is still close. Milwaukee on top, up 1. The second. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he...
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got Anthony. He's out there with Derek Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Powell. And it's Simons in the point.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Back to Jones. Kanter trying to free himself up. Jones, no luck.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. And Jones pulls it down. Portland trailing here. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Portis kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. DiVincenzo against Powell. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Powell, that's good. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. DiVincenzo's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're very lucky to have the lead after that terrible shooting in the first quarter. But they've rounded into form here in the second and have brought that field goal percentage up.
DiVincenzo against Powell. A rebound by the Bucks.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Kanter finds Jones. To the inside. Rebounded by Tucker.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Out left to the wing. Connaughton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Chalk up 2 there. Simons has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Cantor. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Always going up for the alley-oop here. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got 7 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Simons. Takes a shot at the elbow. And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period. And that.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. Nice game. Great performance by Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Well, the commitment he has to fill his role and consistently fill that role. That's what that team needs from him.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot.
Lots of ways that CJ can burn you right there. Super effective on the inside.
Now here's Teague. The pass to Forbes. Back to Teague. Shoots the 3. No good that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Powell. McCollum outside. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez outside. Now the feed to Giannis. Back to Lopez. Lays it up off the glass.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. McCollum kicks to Lillard. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Portland no good that time either. Well, the Bucks shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Lillard outside. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14.
Come get it, come get it.
McCollum outside. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Just 4 to shoot. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
For Portland, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started.
Well, CJ, as soon as he gets a step on you, you're pretty much done. Aggressive right there in transition.
Teague surveying the D. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Covington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Nurkic with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. Milwaukee's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. A putback. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. For Portland, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's Teague, and that basket is going to count. Oh, and here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. Now, the coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
McCollum with a great job using the screen, deadly either shooting or passing. Just a great job of reading things and action off the pick.
Outside Holiday. From the arc. Good D by McCollum. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. For Portland, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Pass to Simons. Anthony in the corner to the middle for the lead. And Covington with the nice bucket inside.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Antetokounmpo against Covington. Antetokounmpo inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Portland. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the 3 ball is good. McCollum's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Portis. Outside Holiday. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell is out there with McCollum. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's Cantor in at the center, locking down the middle.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And it goes down 2 points. Antetokounmpo's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Bucks. Trailblazers leading by 3. Outside, Jones. McCollum against DiVincenzo. McCollum outside from past the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. And here is Antetokounmpo. Back to Connaughton. And Cantor pulls it down. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 3-point lead. Foul. That's good.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And here's Giannis from outside. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Cantor kicks to Anthony. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Inside. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by McCollum. And it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
And the layup's good off the glass.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Trailblazers leading by 6. McCollum with the ball. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. They get it again. Outside, Jones. There's the pass to Powell. Outside, Anthony. Jones finds Powell. Here's Anthony. And he overshot that one, missing. Bucks trail by 6. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. McCollum passes to Powell. 1:37 left in the 4th quarter. Pass break, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
We wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Bobby Portis subbed in for P.J. Tucker. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Ande Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Powell.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Lillard from outside buries the long-range jumper. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
T dishes to Lopez. Count it.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Portland leading by 4. .102 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Lillard against T. Here's Nurkic, and Portland again with the bucket.
And Nurkic testing his luck from the mid-range.
The Bucks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Middleton looking it over. Off target from outside. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
But you got quicks, you got instincts, and you got aggression. Damian Lillard capable of taking over just about any time he wants.
For 3, Middleton got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, Middleton proving again how clutch he is for this basketball team. Big shot there.
Lopez finds Middleton. Takes a 3. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
The 2013 draft comes up, and the 10th pick is announced as C.J. McCollum out of Lehigh. And a lot of people said, who is this guy? Not a lot of people say that now.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They trail by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, C.J. McCollum.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thank you, David. And it's Lopez at the elbow. To take the lead. Right between the eyes.
Timeout. Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 2. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Off target from downtown. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Griffin. Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Now here is Holiday. To the paint. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Don't you love how comfortable Brook Lopez looks inside? Even when he knows contact is coming, he simply goes right through it.
Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. A nice shot by Katie.
Well, Kevin Durant has an ability to put the ball on the deck and finish off the drive. Prime example there.
Holiday against Harden. Giannis right side. And it's Griffin with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Irving with a clean look. Again, the Nets for 2.
How about the athleticism? Kyrie stops on a dime, knocks it in. Some of the best breaks in the league.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. For 3, Middleton. Brooklyn with the rebound. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo gets the three-pointer to fall.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And here's Harden. Outside Irving. Another miss by Irving.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Bounce pass Middleton. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. The Bucks working the ball around. Back to Giannis. No good. Great D that time from Griffin. Nets leading by 3. Durant, the pass to Jordan. Count that one.
Just tremendous execution right there. DJ feeling out the defense and doing damage inside.
1:51 left here in the opening quarter. Throws it up high.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Harden surveying the D. Oh, the lob to Irving. Down low, keeps it alive.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Outside Holiday. And the pass to DiVincenzo. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. The 11-footer. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Harden. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Durant kicks to Harden. Fires the 3. He's off on that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Floats it up for Giannis. That shot is off.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. And the shot goes in. Giannis has got his second bucket.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
Harden left side. Here's Griffin. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets out in front, leading by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say.
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Landry Shamet is out there with Brown. And it's Green. And it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Portis. Kicks it down to Middleton. Beyond the arc. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Portis.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Portis. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nets with possession here. Brown outside. Shamet the pass to Claxton. The shot misses. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. To the paint. Back to Connaughton. To the middle. Left side, Portis. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet. Now, here's Teague. Here's Connaughton. Passes it to Portis. And the Bucks miss again. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. No points yet here in the second quarter for them.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Now, here is Irving. Nets passing it around. It's stolen. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Claxton, and he jams it with authority.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Teague against Brown. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Well, Jeff Teague knows how to get by and find teammates. That's pretty right there.
Irving finds Harris. Back to Irving. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Now here's Teague. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Irving with the steal. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Teague can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now Teague. 29 seconds left in the first half. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
How about Teague showing tremendous vision on that pass? Quick at getting the ball to his teammates on time and on target.
Now here's Brown. Lobbed up there for Green. The shot, no good. Back to Connaughton. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
KD, that's for two. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better? And that'll about do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been quite a game so far for DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Harden with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively.
Yeah, Kevin Durant makes that dunk look easy. He's so big, you can't do anything about it.
Harden against Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Nets leading by 5. Harden outside. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Jordan, kicks it out to Harden. There's the triple. Jordan the pass to Durant. Offline with his 3.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And it's sent back by KD.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
Here's Giannis. Back to DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. Trying to get open is Lopez.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Griffin kicks to Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan. Here's Holiday. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Harden against Holiday. Harden with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And that one, good. Harden's got the lead back up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. The wide open look for Durant, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
And this is Durant's game, right? As soon as he catches the ball, he's ready. Pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Giannis has got 10 points.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Harden on the wing, guarded by Holiday. And a great move by Jordan. Jordan's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. Here's Lopez. No good on the 3.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Outside Griffin. Offensive rebound, Jordan. The Nets need to get a shot off here. On its way from Irving for 2. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Harden outside. Pass to Durant. A step-back shot here, and he knocks down the jumper. Durant's got 8 points.
Well, Kevin Durant's form, his release point, everything about his stroke is really impeccable.
And so it's Brooklyn in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Brown. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Shamet the pass to Claxton. Out on his own on the break. Lets a floater go. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bucks. Now, here's Shamet. Teague covering. It's Brown with the drive and finished off by Brown.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Tucker. And that one is good.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Shamet the pass to Claxton. Brown outside. Green left side.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Connaughton. Deflects the pass. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Lobbed up there for Green. Now the Bucks moving it up. Connaughton passes to Tucker. Back to Connaughton. The pass to Portis. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Jeff Teague. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Griffin with the steal. The three from KD. Milwaukee with the rebound. Now here's Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. A three-pointer, no good. The three ball. KD can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 7. Holiday gets the bucket.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Harden left side. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. On defense, the Bucks. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls it from the elbow. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Holiday against Durant. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. No good with the triple. And here is KD. Now Irving. Right at the free throw line. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
There's 18 seconds left in the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 7. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Forbes. No good on the quick 3. Here's Luwawu. Pass to Johnson. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Jordan. No good. So it's the Nets picking up the win. A true. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the shooting guard. Harden has a wide-open look with the putback. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Lillard against Harden. Here's Lillard. Griffin with the steal. Here's Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. The shot's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Harden. Jordan dishes to KD. Three-pointer. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Here's Nurkic. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Harden. Durant wide open, he fires. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's McCollum. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Durant. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Giles. Now Lillard. That one goes. Count it.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Now here's Durant. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Harden.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
McCollum passes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Nurkic trying to get open.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. So for the Trailblazers, Shamet kicks to Harris. Pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The tray. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Trailblazers trail by 6. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. $19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Cantor, the pass to Simons. Knocks down the 3 ball. 11 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Harris. Green inside the three-point line. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 3. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, they use the...
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The 17-footer. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category, and a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Trailblazers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Jones looking for an opening. Cantor kicks to Jones. On the clock. Here's Simons. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The Trailblazers shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Harris outside. And he lays it straight in.
Well, I love to see Joe Harris not settling, instead choosing to be opportunistic and mixing up his offensive attack.
Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Simons. He has 6. Here's the 3. Here's Cantor. Takes the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Green. KD's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. And a switch here also for Portland. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. Harden against McCollum. 2 points. That one goes. And the Nets lead by 1.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
And here we go. Griffin heading to the hoop. And finished off by Griffin.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands. And I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
Here's McCollum. And that one off the back of the rim and in. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go. McCollum against Harden. Passes to Durant. 1:12 left in the second quarter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And the basket by McCollum.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Harden against McCollum. A floater. Griffin down low. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Lillard from outside, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
No good from Irving. Portland leading, and they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
To the inside. Here's Giles. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So that'll be it for the first. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. And that does it for our...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Trailblazers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. McCollum, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The feed to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Boy, beautiful dime there by Kyrie. We've seen him improve as a passer since he's been in the league.
Lillard surveying the D. Now here's Nurkic. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
You know, we talk about Harden's skill set, which is superb, but there's no quit in this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit. And even when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic, and Anthony subbed in for Giles. Lillard against Harden. Lillard, the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And here's Harden for 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. Portland trailing here. And here's McCollum for 3. It's good from long range. McCollum's got 9 points. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire. And
the pass to Irving. Jordan up top. Here's Harden. Outside for Durant. And the Nets miss again. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum outside. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Good work there as it goes. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for Irving. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Harden and the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Brown the pass to Harden. Launches it. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Lillard with it. He's got 9. From deep. They grab their own miss. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Cantor trying to free himself up. And another shot. Dishes to Anthony. Cantor, the pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Misses the 3.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And an intentional foul right there. And the Nets making a change here. Shamit's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Powell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Powell's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The Nets have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Harry Giles is checked in for Portland.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell. And here's Nurkic. He kicks it to Covington. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And a chance here to just double-check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look as well.
And you know what?
Tie game in Brooklyn. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Portland, they've got Jones. Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Simons, the pass to Cannon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Timeout called, the Nets. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Portland with a change here, too. Giles checked in for Carmelo Anthony. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Now Irving. Pass to Claxton. And he elevates, and then the slam. Cantor did not like that.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Here's Giles. Cantor trying to free himself up. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Portland leading. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Harris. Now here's Covington. Passes it to Giles. Here's Simons. Drills it from outside. Simons has got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. And you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Irving with the ball. Jacks up a 3. That one, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Harden in for Harris. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Looking to get it going. And then Durant with the dunk.
How do you stop Durant on the drive? I mean, this guy is mobile, he's long, and he's got tremendous ball skill.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum. 5 on the clock. There's the dish to Nurkic. Over Jordan. No good off the back of the rim. Nets trail by 3. On its way from Irving for 2. They get the rebound. And that one drops for him.
Kyrie, not a bad answer. He'll give you the needed hoop when you need it most.
Lillard outside. Portland again missing. Nets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
3-pointer, Lillard. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night, and so they foul intentionally. Anthony's checked in for Harry Giles. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 1. 1:27 left in the 4th quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. KD looking around. Drains the three-pointer. And the Nets lead by 4.
Yeah, and such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And here's Harden. He dishes it to Durant. Outside Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Harden against Lillard. Outside Anthony. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. They lead by 4. KD passes to Jordan. Kicks it to Harden. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. And the starting lineups have concluded. So, welcome to 2K Sports for another DA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Now here's Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic against Lopez. The Bucks need to get a shot off here, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Nurkic. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's McCollum. Lillard outside. Back to McCollum. That one drops for him.
And you give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Giannis. Drops in the short one.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Kicks to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. It's so inbound to Kumbo. There's the lob, and Kumbo hammers the alley-oop through.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Holiday against Lillard. Lets it fly. Doesn't go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. He lobs it up. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Powell against Middleton. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Portland again missing. Milwaukee in the lead. Holiday dishes to Giannis. Passes it to Middleton. No good from outside. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And GA Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the made shot from Robert Covington. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Back to Cantor. It's Solomon to Kumbo. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Kicks it down to Middleton. Shoots from the elbow. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Knocked loose.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
McCollum finds Covington. Now Powell out to the right wing. 1:05 left to play here in the first. Lillard misses. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez, and he gets it to go.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. McCollum kicks to Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Lillard. Over Lopez. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Portland again missing. Fast break, Milwaukee. There's the lob to Portis.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead by 4. And don't... We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trouble.
Being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 5. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
That's the kind of player Jeff Teague is. Plays hard on D, and the team gets out on the break because of it.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Shoots over Tucker. Anthony's shot is off.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Jones against Portis. Back to Tucker. Nurkic with the steal. Anthony drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Melo being ultra aggressive now. You give him a lane to the basket, you're going to get results like that.
And Teague's got the ball here for Milwaukee. 4-point game. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Five to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bucks lead by 6. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
And the rebound by Nurkic. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Hollis-Jefferson. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Jeff Teague. Here's Connaughton. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Lillard finds Powell. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Lillard, the pass to Cantor. He dishes it to Covington. Here's Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now, here's Portis. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Covington with the steal. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Milwaukee also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Inside, Tucker. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Tucker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Lets it go with a 3. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
That's a nice shot from Damian Lillard. He feels like he can drain it just about anywhere and appreciates the fact that he's got that kind of range.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Lopez. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And this is the variety of ways Lopez can hurt you. He can be in the pick and pop. He could be in the roll. There's a lot of options from the big man.
Here's Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot, but they recover it. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was and that.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so here's Portland. They trail by 7. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. At the forward spots, it's the 2 Antetokounmpos, Thanasis, and Giannis. Teague out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Yep, that one goes. Lillard's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Portland. Bucks leading by 5. Now here's Teague. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Lillard surveying the D. McCollum outside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Floats it up for Giannis.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Lillard against T. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Damian Lillard.
Well, compact and strong. Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
Now here's Teague. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Giannis high post. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in for Jeff Teague.
I can't take Melo for granted on defense. That time with the active hands to help come away with the steal.
Holiday with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Over in the corner, Portis. Just 5 on the clock. The pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Portis. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
McCollum outside. Lets the 3 fly. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. DiVincenzo kicks to Connaughton. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Right side Holiday. Back to Connaughton. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Milwaukee leading by 7. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to Connaughton. Now Antetokounmpo, covered by Anthony. Anthony against Antetokounmpo. There's the lob to Portis. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Melo doing a great job rolling right into the open spot to find some more offense.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Passes it to Middleton. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo from downtown. Middleton outside. Pass to Portis. Back to Middleton. Fires for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Middleton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
See how skilled Middleton is, ready to pull the trigger, and the defense is going to have to do better.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Jones in the post. And it's Simons missing.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, how about the timing for Middleton? Getting up there, seeing the opportunity on the backside. Sweet alley-oop.
Here's Simons. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point lead. A look at the... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Derek Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Nwora, that's good. And so Teague with the assist. Nwora's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks. And for Portland, they're shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And there's the pass to Powell. Here's Simons. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys, they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Throws it up high. The rebound by Simons.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And here is Teague. Lopez outside. Pass to Tucker. Clock at 6. Here's Nora. And the Bucks miss again. Trailblazers trail by 8. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Jeff Teague. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Anthony's shot is off. Bucks leading by 8. Outside Holiday. Feeds to Middleton. For 3. No good. Shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Anthony. Count the basket. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Holiday, and he banks in the layup. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Such a smart offensive play right there. When Holiday sees that chance open up right there, he's all over.
Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Lobbed up there for Lopez. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. For 3, Middleton. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
1:10 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Up again. They get it back. Nurkic passes it to Lillard. 3-pointer. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Kicks it to Holiday. DiVincenzo against Lillard. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Good D by McCollum.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one? Oh, man, the DNA test comes back, and there is a clutch gene. McCollum with the confidence to deliver.
Outside Holiday. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Fires the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Pushing it up. Count it!
Melo with another moment.
And stolen by Lillard. And the call. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it. breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take...